All right, all praise to the Most High Yahweh and to His Son, my brother, Amashiach, Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to my brothers and sisters from the Israelite tribes. All right, in this video, we're going to get into some DNA information dealing with famous dark complexion people. So let's get into it. So I have this haplogroup map out for a reason, and it's for this R1b grouping. So R1b is originally from what we would consider Western, like a Western European haplogroup. So it's basically dealing with anything from Italy going out west. You have R1A going, back across from Central Europe out to Far East Europe and Russia. So, but all these R groups are the same group. R1A, R1B, R2, same thing. So, you notice this R1B is right here in chat. It is also scattered around a lot of the islands in West Africa. A lot of those are dealing with, from my understanding and my theory, is dealing with ancestry of the Moors and Arab people that was always, dealing with dark complexion people, and they basically kicked them out. They relocated a lot of these people, and you can find them. My bad. You can find them often in the Caribbean and also in Northeast America. So you have R1B. So a lot of these people already relocated previously via other types of ancestry, dealing with so-called Viking and other Germanic ancestry. So a lot of these people already relocated and became so-called Native Americans. So this is dealing with one of the three groupings of Native Americans. So we back out and we look at this real quick. So African Americans, this is what you're dealing with when you do your haplogroup for your paternal side. You notice there's a R1B, so not everybody is going to be E-M2. Everybody is going to be something different. The same thing with the mtDNA, something different. So they compared your stats with Caucasian people. So that's that. And now we're gonna get into my bad. This. So when I was doing a video recently, I came across Muhammad Ali and Michael Jackson. I was like, not really surprised because, in my early years looking at various Israelite information or stuff, everybody was always talking about phenotypes and stuff. And I was like, well, why don't I just, get into the whole habit of looking at physical traits? And I kept on noticing that the most recessive trait out there is a cleft chin. And a lot of white people have it, but a lot of white people wouldn't have it. And I was like, there got to be two different groups of white people because, like, not all of the white people have this cleft chin, and that's like, besides the skin complexion, that's the other most recessive gene trait. And so it's like there got to be two different, groups of white people. Just like there's different various groups of dark complexion people. That's why I'm not pro Negro only, because there's different groups of dark complexion people, period. So, like we said before, or like I said before, a lot of this is dealing with Native American ancestry. So, we're gonna look at Michael. I think I went too fast. Okay. Okay, here we go. So as you can see, Michael ancestry has Native American. So this is why I always tell the Negro only platforms, just go ahead and do a DNA test with the haplogroups, and make sure it's dealing with the Y-DNA lineage and the mtDNA lineage, because you need a full pair of Israelite parents to be a Israelite. So we go back. And then we go to Muhammad Ali. So Muhammad Ali, and this is my point of view on what is going on. So let's look into what we can find about Muhammad Ali. So notice this part. But then later on, you get into that, that. And then let's see, Ali maternal grandfather. And then they double up on this, like, confusing. So Ali maternal grandfather or maternal great grandfather, Abi immigrated from Ireland, and this is like the tell all. And then you have this whole thing with the paternal grandmother. So they just reversed the wording and everything. So basically, this is like that whole thing of two things. So one, Muhammad Ali paternal ancestry is coming from the slave master. That's his paternal. And the next option you have is you have the possibility of the same thing that is very common once again after so many years of the slave trade, the Atlantic slave trade. You have various group of European people just grabbing whoever they could find in those islands in coastal, wherever, in West Africa, South Africa, East Africa. They were just grabbing people for a long time, way after, the emancipation. So, or another option, a lot of times you had a lot of merchants and mercenaries that would travel with the slave trade, groupings of people, and that is also a possibility. But other than that, it's just a whole thing dealing with R1B. So, and I like how they just doubled up on the mtDNA. Is like, it don't work like that. Like this is when people go, how do you figure out if they are trying to manipulate information? Well, that wordplay, what they was doing, that's what they try to do, because the mtDNA is a given. Like, it's not like, we're gonna give them a Y mtDNA dealing with the Y, and the Y mtDNA dealing with the maternal, vice versa, without me getting confused and me confusing you. So that's the Y DNA, not the mtDNA. All guys come with both sets of DNA. So that's why the whole thing is like, why are they talking about, and they could do that. They could do that because, this whole concept of lineage, as long as they don't have the haplogroup or the defining mutation, they get wordplay like that with maternal grandmother and then go paternal maternal grandmother. So now we know, and knowing is half the battle. So once again, Negro only groups of people, just go ahead and do the DNA test, proper one, with the Y-DNA and the mtDNA. Disclose it and move on from that part on with a better message than before, because now you know more than what you didn't know from before. And with that being said, I want to say all praise to the Most High Yahweh once again, and to his son, my brother, Amashiach Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings once again to my brothers and sisters from the Israelite tribes. Thank y'all once again for the views. Thank y'all for the comments. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section according to the community guidelines, and I'll reply back to it with a comment or a video. And with that being said, peace and thank y'all.